Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jorge Padilla, and I'm just getting adjusted here. Okay, how are you doing today? It's almost the end of January. Hope you made progress on your goals that you set for yourself in 2023, whether it's your health and fitness, your relationships, your marriage, your parenthood relationships, and the family, all of that, plus your career, your education, your work, all of it. I hope you're doing well. I hope you made progress, and I wish you the best of luck in 2023. So that said, we're gonna dive into today's topic. Today's topic is simple: how to save money. And really it's gonna be the 5 best ways to save money for a new business in 2023. Now this applies to any type of business. It doesn't matter if it's in the carpentry field, mechanic field, social media. Basically it's all gonna involve some sort or form of what's called overhead, which just means expenses that you pay every month, which we have now. They're called bills, right? And basically if you can keep those low, whether by eliminating them or not using them at all, any revenue, any income that you have that's coming in is gonna mean more profit. Basically keep your revenue higher than your expenses and you have more profit. The higher it is, the more profit. The lower it is, or you're right here with your expenses, kind of just even out. And if your revenue is less than your expenses, then you're having a loss, okay? All of that is fine and dandy. That's a completely different topic. Again, let's get back to the 5 best ways to save money as a business in 2023. All right, now before I go into number 1, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you find value in the topics I discuss. Really, it's part of helping businesses through Coffee Break Show, which is the format of my videos here, as well as the podcast and anything I put on social media. But really, it's under Guiding Arrow M&J LLC, which is my company. I'm a business consultant. I help with everything from starting up a business to management to marketing and all that good stuff. Anyway, if you enjoy it, please give a like, leave a comment, and follow. And for those who've been supporting the channel since day 1, I appreciate you, my day ones. You really helped me and gave me some encouragement to keep going forward. All right, so number 1, and I had this discussion with a client the other day, I think just yesterday. They explained to me they already had a website, they want to keep using it. And in particular, they just wanted me to modify basically their contact us form button at the top where the page loads up. You press it and it's supposed to take you to a form where you fill out your name, I think email and cell phone or number, and then the company calls you back. So I pull it up to see what's going on. I go and click the button, nothing happens. You have to long press hold it. Anyway, when I go to modify it, I find out that they had their web page designed and set up by a different agency a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And they told them that, yeah, you have full control of your website. You can modify whatever you need. Mind you, not everyone is tech savvy. And in this case in particular, the entire website was created with coding, with the actual coding done. So that means that myself, and I'm not an expert at that at all. I'm not skilled at reading that language or writing coding at all. I wasn't able to modify it either. So basically, and the client had already paid for use of that website for this year. It's serving its purpose of basically a digital business card. And I say this because they're paying over $100 for a year to use that service, which they can't even modify or unless they pay someone else to do it. So I can definitely use my network of colleagues to have someone who has experience in coding to modify it, but then that's just charging them more on top of the maintenance of the website plus my services, because that was not included. So things like that can definitely not just get you to spending more money to maintain it or pay someone to do it for you, but altogether it's not really necessary. A website doesn't mean or guarantee you're going to get more customers. In this day and age, a website's similar to a business card. You give someone a business card in hopes that they remember and use it to come to you for services or products or business in the future, maybe a repeat customer, or they tell someone else. Same thing with the website. They share it with others, or they use it when they remember or need you for those services or products. So again, it's more like a digital business card. You don't necessarily need to update it very often. A contact section there, a good, just section with your name, and boom, you're good to go. Keep it simple. But the way you can save money on that website is by doing it or getting it for free. Google offers it for free. So You set that up, there's no charge. It's super easy to design. You don't need any coding skills at all. You don't need to pay someone to do that for you. And you have a website for free. Now, yes, you do need to pay, I believe it's an annual fee for the domain, meaning if you want it to be, for example, jorgepadillafotography.com. You have to pay for the .com for the domain part, basically. Otherwise, it says something like Google free site or something like that. Either way, it's still a website, and it's a way to do it without having to pay when you don't have necessarily a budget for that type of expense yet, or you don't want to make that expense because you want to keep more money in your pocket. And just to piggyback off of that, if you don't want to do a website because you don't want it to show up, you know, without the .com, .org, .net domain part, you really want it to look like professional, you can always pay for it. Or if you don't want to go that route, you can always create a business page on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn, just to name a few there. They're great ways to really show behind the scenes or post engaging content, pictures and video, all that. And so you share with the community, remind them of who you are, what services or products you offer and sell. And then if they need you, obviously they reach out to you, and it's super simple to do that there. Or they share with someone who they know that may be in need of your services or your products. So again, that's more than one way to do it for free. So again, minimizing that expense or eliminating it altogether. So you're keeping more of that revenue up here, making a little more profit, keeping more money in your business. Okay. Now, number two, this one is also super simple. Now, when you're taking photos or videos or creating content for your business, right? Whether it's your website or your pages that you have on social media, a lot of times we think that we need, in particular, professional photos and videos. And for some businesses and for some customers or some clients, they may need to go that route. Maybe that for them, it's a way to save time and, you know, maximize someone else's proficiency and skill in that area to help their business grow through social media in the form of taking videos, editing the photos, all of that. Now, again, if you're trying to minimize those expenses and basically, again, make sure your revenue stays higher for your profits, maybe you should do that yourself. And it doesn't need to be too intricate, too complicated. You can use your phone. I have an iPhone right here. You can take a picture of yourself while you're working. For example, if I'm writing on a journal, and I'm like this, and I just put a little timer on the phone, take a picture, and I can look off in the distance. Look at that. That's a picture right there. I can show behind the scenes. I can post it as a picture and just put, here are the 5 best ways to save money as a business owner in 2023. Put a little blog underneath, all that for free. So there's always that route. Again, you can pay someone to do it for you. You can pay a creative agency, but if you're just starting out or you're trying to save money or maybe do a few more things in-house, do that. Do it yourself. Pay someone else in-house to do it for you. Maybe a partner or an employee that you have. Or like I said, you can always reach out and contract, you know, an actual photographer, videographer, or social media agency. But again, in terms of doing it free and keeping those expenses low, you can do it yourself. Okay, now number 3. The other thing that you can do, and it kind of piggybacks off of the last one of social media or websites, marketing and advertising. Now, there's very different nuances to both, but basically you pay for ads, and you may also have to pay for marketing if you go through a consultant firm or social media agency, all that, right? Now, if you do it yourself using your website or your social media page, you can do it for free. Again, you're minimizing those expenses. So basically, using those last 2 things I mentioned, you combine in an engaging post, that's marketing. If you put on there, call me now, here's the price, that's advertising. And if you do that within your community that you've built up, either those followers who need your services or products are gonna reach out, or like I said, they know someone else who does, or they're talking about, oh, you know what, there's this mechanic I follow, and he did a really good job. You told me that your car broke down or that you need, like, your brakes are squeaking real loud. Here's his website, or here's his page, here's his number. Boom, give him a call and see what he can do to help. And that already helps to get more customers in, more clients who are paying, meaning your revenue is going up and expenses are kept as low as possible. Now, another way to do that, and I just mentioned it there, is through word of mouth, meaning when you help customers, you are standing out not just in the delivery of your goods or product or service you provide, but also in the experience, the customer experience that you create from the very first form of communication by call, text, or email to everything being, services and products are delivered and rendered, and even after that, following up the next day. Thank you so much for choosing to do business with me, with the mechanics, the photographers, all of that. Here's my website again, my social media links. Should you need something else in the future, please feel free to reach out. And it sends out to them. Again, they may share that with someone else, word of mouth, and you get more customers. Aside from that though, and it's not over there, make sure you do follow up with them every month or every other month, whether it's by mail, text, email, just saying basically thank you. And you can even do it on your social media pages. Thank you to each customer. I want to make sure that you are valued to us, because without you, 2023 would not be successful year 4, and then insert your business name. All right, so super simple. Again, that's another way to market without paying more, or advertise without paying more, but still get more customers coming in. Now this is number 4, I believe. Sorry. Testimonials. Testimonials are going to be super helpful in the form of review and social media posts. Now, review is super important because when you type in Google, and most people still use Google to search up a business, right, before choosing where you're going to spend your hard-earned money on at. So when you search in, they have 5 stars, 4 to 5 stars. That's really good. Anything less than that, it's kind of like, I'd rather go to 4 to 5 star rated business, even if it's just Google. It makes that much of an impact, a positive impact on your business and the customers who choose to spend their money with them. Now, if it's lower than that, then you got some work to do. Really ask customers for more reviews. Maybe you don't have enough, you only have like very few low reviews. Or maybe you have a lot, but they're kind of outdated, or maybe it has nothing to do with you. That's a different topic, different video. But Google reviews, that's another form of marketing, and it gets you more customers. More often than not, they're going to check. They're smart. They do their research, pull up the phone, and I can search up right now, see the Google reviews. Oh, they're 4 to 5 stars. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna use them. Oh, 3 stars or less. Yeah. Oh, the reviews are pretty bad. Yeah, I'm not going there. So that does make a difference, okay? Now, the other thing aside from the Google reviews is going to be testimonials. So I had a client do this just yesterday. I asked him, hey, while you're out doing your, repairs for the vehicles, please take some photos of the vehicle. I don't need license plate numbers, any private information, just of the vehicle, maybe the parts you're replacing, a quick video if you can, maybe one of yourself while you're working on the vehicle and the repairs you're doing. And if the customer is, okay with it and they agree to it, maybe a photo of you and the customer, or the customer with the vehicle, just showing, basically, hey, this is the customer we had today. This is what I did for them. They're super happy. Their car is fixed, up and running. And is a mobile mechanic, by the way. I came to their home and fixed it while they were having lunch and working from home. Super simple, right? That's content for the social media pages, for the website. That's free marketing. That's a testimonial. That encompasses everything that I've been talking about for the past few minutes into one solid piece of marketing. And it's at no additional charge. You're already doing work for that client. You're already there taking photos. You're already there fixing the vehicle. You're already there replacing windows, whatever it is, right? Take a few pictures, take a few videos of the surroundings, what you're working on, what you did. And again, if the customer agrees to it, a testimonial or a picture with them, just to kind of give your audience, your community, your potential buyers and customers in the future evidence of what you're doing and that you have happy customers. More so, it's about that not just you are busy or look successful, but your customers are happy with the products or services that you've rendered and sold them. And so in return, you're attracting more clients. So that's the point behind it. Okay, now tip number 5, and this is the last one. In terms of saving money, and you're aware as a business owner and even as a freelancer, if you're using programs such as Adobe or other ones to edit your photos and videos or create photos and content that's engaging for your social media and your website, you're aware that sometimes you need to pay a license fee to use them, because they are free, but also they have the paid version, which has more capabilities and options within them to be able to, for example, Photoshop photos, do overlays and different things like that. Maybe edit with better fonts and things like that on your videos, color grading, green background screens, all that. So there's different details like that that go into those types of programs. CRM's another one. If you're using that, then you have to pay a monthly fee or annual fee. Same thing with getting music licensed, right? There's different ways around this. There are free versions of those programs or unpaid versions of them. Sometimes only trials, sometimes you can use it as long as you want. That's another great way to save money. And the reason I bring it up is because in the beginning, most businesses, just like all of us, all the owners are, we know what we need to get done, and we realize and understand that there are a lot of things and intricacies involved. And all of those activities, all those tasks, all those, operational divisions and parts of the business that we're building up, those expenses can add up very quickly. And if we feel that they're necessary, we justify it that way, we continue to pay for them, and rightfully so, right? If your business needs it, you're going to pay for it to continue to grow and drive the business. However, you can save money on those. It frees up, revenue and creates a budget for other things that may be necessary to scale your business, to grow it, to sustain it. And again, basically keep more of that profit with the business, and allowing you to grow, allowing you to save money. So Canva's one that I use very often. At first I use the free one. You can create things such as logos, business cards, your social media cover pages, profile pictures, all that. You can even create intros, outros, videos on it. They even have a AI feature now where you type in what you want. For example, business consulting and smartphone. And it generates a photo for you with like a desk or something, and it's like planner, like journals, and then like a computer or something, or a smartphone, whatever you put. So there's that as well. And they have a bunch of templates you can use there, again, for free. They have a paid version as well, which gives you access to more of like their higher or like sometimes better looking logos, photos, templates, but not always the case. So you can use it for free. Photoshop, doing some editing there for free as well in the free version. You can even do it on your mobile phone or mobile device, so you're on the go, or maybe that's all you have, then that's what you can use, and you can still save money and get the job done of editing your videos, your photos. Now if you're editing video, if you have a smartphone, generally they come with one already installed on iPhone. I think it's iMovie, and you can use that to edit your videos. And you can edit them on there, add some different titles or chapters in between, do little, segments, put music underneath, and overlay video, all that for free on your phone. So super simple. If you record on your phone, whether it's, your short form content or, long form content, you can edit it on here already and upload it as well. So all on one device for free. Now, if you're using a computer or a laptop that isn't necessarily with the Apple ecosystem, you can always use another free program. One that I use is DaVinci Resolve. It's free. You can edit your videos on there. It has the same capability as iMovie. It does look, it's more of an adjustment. Let's just say iMovie is a lot easier to use, whether it's on the phone, your Mac, or your laptop, or even your iPad. But DaVinci Resolve also gets the job done, has some other features as well. And again, you can do it for free. That's the whole point of that, okay? So those are the 5 ways to save money as a business in 2023, especially if you're just getting started. It can be a little overwhelming, it can be very stressful at times. That comes with starting a business, whether you have a whole bunch of capital to invest into it or none at all. Those will still help you. Those are 5 solid ways to save money in 2023 as a business owner. And a lot of them involves your marketing, your advertisement, your social media, your website, editing your videos that you need, all that. So if you like the video, leave it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow along for more, leave a comment below, and feel free to follow on all the other social media platforms as well. I have them linked below. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the segment of the Coffee Break Show. I already had my coffee. I'd literally be holding an empty cup right now, so that's the reason I don't have one for this episode, but it was delicious. And aside from that though, Coffee Break Show, talk about career, confidence, and coffee. And we covered it all. So let me know what you want the next episode to be about. Maybe like a few ideas or suggestions. And if you enjoy it, please let me know, because it's good to know how it sounds, how it's presented to you, and if you need me to dive in like further in detail in a certain topic or part of the video, I can do that too. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Peace, guys.